Bringing things over to the Dome, SU lacrosse ranked number 9, taking on the Navy, who's ranked 16. This would be a good one, the game staying close the entire time. So Loyola is an 11 seed. It's a really big deal for them to get to the Final Four. And we know they have the Sister Jean narrative going on, which is pretty cool. And they're definitely making a Cinderella run. They're 32-5, and they have 5 players scoring in double digits, so they're really spreading the wealth. They have the leading scorer, Clayton Cluster, who's averaging 13.2 per game. And they have some pretty good shooting numbers, 50% from the field and 40% from behind the arc, but they're going to have a hard time with Michigan defense. Wes says that powerlifting helps women gain confidence in other areas of their lives. Runners have been boarding the shuttle buses behind me to make their way over to the park. They are trying some different things for the race this year, and one of them is the off-site parking here at MBT Stadium. Yes, so Syracuse shot 47% from the field and 46% from behind the arc. They also really capitalized on turnovers by Louisville. They scored 20 points off of 11 turnovers. And we know that Syracuse also relies on its guards to get the scoring done. Tyus Battle and Frank Howard combined for 47 points on the night. And as far as ASU, what can you tell me about them? The Syracuse Orange struggled offensively tonight against Duke. The Orange shot just 31% from the field inside Cameron Stadium. Shooting from behind the arc was a problem for both teams, though. There wasn't a single three-pointer made until 5 minutes into the second half. In NBA action, the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers faced off in exciting Game 2 Sunday. LeBron was looking for a win on the road, doing all he could to help his team. Cavs down 8, LeBron with the spin move driving to the basket, he'll lay the ball in and get the foul. Warriors are still up 17-11. Second quarter, Golden State up 7. Steph Curry pulls up in transition and drains a big 3, 9 seconds to play. Here's where the brother rivalry really kicks in. Joe Valero wins the faceoff, gets loose ball, and somehow finds the net to win it for Navy. 13-12 would be the final. Now in the second, Syracuse will extend their lead with 2 early goals. Matthew Pekka gets the puck to Mitchell Stevens for the shot, missed it, but Oliver Archambault is there for the rebound. Cruncher up 4-1 just 3 minutes into the period. Hunter Riley Dixon has been acquired by the Giants from the Denver Broncos. The Giants will be giving up a conditional 7th-round draft choice in 2019. Dixon was the Broncos' 7th-round pick in 2016. He averaged 45.7 yards in 2 seasons with a net of 40.8 yards. Now in big league action, bottom of the second, Tyler Austin up at bat. Out to right, ball going back, it's gone. He hits a 2-run shot off of Estrada. Duke once again pushing the pace. Gary Trent Jr. scores the one-hand slam off of the fast break. The Blue Devils will win it 60-44.
Speed skating. It probably isn't the first sport that comes to mind when you think of Syracuse, but the Syracuse speed skaters have a good track record in the skating community.
3 laps of 1 leg.
Cherise Wilkins is now a coach after her successful career as a long and short track skater.
This is what I did for all of my life, and so not skating was just not an option.
Wilkins competed in both the Torino and Vancouver Olympic trials, but she got her start with the Syracuse Speed Skaters right here inside Sunnycrest Rink.
And I just kind of fell into it and fell in love.
Wilkins is not the only skater from Syracuse to lace up her skates and make it big. Alex Zamorsky also competed in this year's Olympic trials. Wilkins had many emotions going into such a big competition.
At the time, it was scary. It was extremely exciting. It is what you work for. When you are little, you dream of going to the Olympics. You dream of being on the podium.
And the training wasn't easy.
We usually skated about 6 days a week, but you train 7 days a week, and it's all year, really close to 8 hours a day. What's your next set? Nice. Good memory.
Now Wilkins is helping kids like Sammy Hart-Gorman get to big competitions like nationals.
It's really fun and really competitive.
Hart-Gorman came in 7th in his age group at nationals in Michigan this past year.
Next step beyond competing is coaching, so that you can help the next generation, hopefully get someone to where they want to go.
Yes.
He says it's his dream to make the Olympics.
You never know when you can have a next Olympian.
Reporting in Syracuse, Katie Benoit, NCC News. This is the sound that's heard 4 mornings a week at the Baldwinsville YMCA. And this is also where you'll find Karen and Steve Fanninsteel. The couple started playing pickleball 3 years ago after seeing a court being built down south.
Really didn't give it much thought until we came back up here, and when the Y opened, they offered pickleball, and we thought, oh, let's give it a try. And once you try it, you're addicted.
Now, they play 12 hours a week.
And it's just been kind of our lives ever since.
The two are pickleball ambassadors for the U.S. Pickleball Association and have helped grow the program at the Y. They were 2 of 3 original players, and now
We get on an average day 20 to 25 players here.
Owen Rogers joined a year ago.
Steve and Karen are the ones that really introduced me to the rules and how the game is really played, and then how to be competitive.
The Fanninsteels met while working for the same company.
And I didn't know him at that point in time, so when we started up playing volleyball, that's how I met, so that's what we did. And it's been love ever since.
But after being married for 30 years, there is some competition.
Yeah, she's very good, so and I always get these little smirks when she hits the ball and I miss it. So.
The two often play on opposite teams.
I don't know, like he said earlier, I'm a better player than he is.
At the end of the day, their love for the sport is contagious.
It's a sport that everyone can do, and it's a lot of fun. And you meet a lot of great people, too.
Katie Benoit, NCC Sports.